Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some news. We're going to go over NFL, NBA, and baseball. Here, we'll go over some wrestling as well, so let's get right into it. So, from Schefter, Patriots quarterback Drake May, who injured his shoulder in the AFC Championship game. He was listed as a full participant in today's practice, so Drake May's good to go for the Super Bowl this week. Giants QB's coach Israel Wolford now will be the QB coach for the Ravens. Per source, he interviewed for the Tampa offensive coordinator job and also was blocked several times for other openings before being allowed to pursue other opportunities that resulted in him landing in Baltimore. So he's going to go over to Baltimore. The Jets now have donated $1.3 million to women's sports. They've donated to the Women's Sports Foundation on National Girls and Women's Sports Day. Steelers officially named Brian Angelicho they named him their offensive coordinator. Danny Crossman, special teams coordinator. Joe Witt Jr., assistant head coach / secondary. Demata Pico, defensive line coach, and Pat Riley, defensive quality control. Eagles legendary offensive line coach Jeff Stoutland, he announced he is leaving the organization. He was their offensive line coach, man, and he's leaving. The Cardinals are hiring Nathaniel Hackett as their offensive coordinator, so they are hiring Nathaniel Hackett. Ooh, this guy is still constantly getting high jobs. Just baffles me. The Titans now have officially signed Gus Bradley to be their defensive coordinator. That's official. The Giants, they are hiring NFL executive Don Aponte as senior VP of football operations. Aponte has been with the league since 2017 as the chief administrator of football operations. He also has previous experience working on the team side with the Dolphins, Browns, and Jets. So the Jets, they are hiring former Panthers and Colts head coach Frank Wright as their offensive coordinator. He was Stanford's interim head coach last year, but now he returns to the NFL. Man, the Giants somehow didn't hire the worst offensive coordinator this offseason. Terrence Marshall Jr. signed with the Miami Dolphins. That's all from Schefter here. So now let's get to JP football here. So Max Crosby's time with the Raiders is most likely done per Jay Glazer and Yahoo Sports. Superstars pass rush will likely be in a new team next year. And Deanna Rossini, take with the grain of salt, says Max Crosby told her before that he wants to play for Mike Vrabel. Is that possible? Maybe. We'll see. Keep going through here, see if we have any more news. So, Connor J. Hughes, Cardinals quarterback, Kobe Brissett could be a potential trade target for the Jets. He has a relationship with Frank Wright for their time in Indy. The Athletic thinks disgruntled Eagles receiver A.J. Brown will request a trade this offseason. Wouldn't be surprised, I'm not going to say he will. Oh, we are talking about Nathaniel Hackett. He was a early favorite for their offensive coordinator job, and he got it. I think it might be it here. The Cardinals requested an interview with Texans DB's coach Dino Vasso for their defensive coordinator job, source says. The Cardinals requested Reds assistant head coach and defensive pass game coordinator Aubrey Pleasant to interview for their defensive coordinator job. Name to watch for the Eagles QB coach, the team who hasn't commented on Scott LaFleur's status. Greg Olson, who finished the season as Raiders interim OC, so possibly be their QB's coach. But I think it might be it for football here. Went over as much as I could here, but I think that's it for football. Let's move on here. So we have one trade to talk about from Shams here during the night time. There is a Giannis trade. I think it could. If there is a Giannis trade, I think it could be tonight, but I don't know. But yeah, here's a trade from Cleveland. So Cleveland Cavaliers have agreed to trade Lonzo Ball and 2 second-round picks to the Utah Jazz. Sources tell ESPN Ball's agent Rich Paul and the Jazz are expected to discuss his future soon. Yeah, you had a feeling obviously the Cavs were going to dump Lonzo Ball and get that salary. Because they've been really, really bad for Cleveland. And the Hawks are acquiring center Jock Landale from the Utah Jazz for cash considerations. Sources tell ESPN. Didn't even get a damn graphic. But the Jazz, they are expected to waive Lonzo Ball, allowing him to be a free agent. Sources tell ESPN. It feels like the Jazz they're always the team players. The team players get traded to, so they can just get waived. They just collect them second round picks like they're candy. I don't know if people actually collect candy. Yeah, I didn't know how else to word that. But Utah's friendly. They just love waiving people. So this is essentially a 3-team trade that allows the Jazz to pick up 2 second-rounders, the Hawks to land a productive center in Landale, and the Cavaliers to shed some salary and tax savings while they're bringing in, James Harden, Keon Ellis, and Dennis Schroeder to fortify the roster this week. That is all from Charnia. See what else we have from NBA Central. So, this is from Porter Wear, Cavs Nation. Donovan Mitchell and James Harden are expected to try and recruit LeBron James to Cleveland. Do they really have to try and recruit him, though? That says Per Wear, Cavs Nation. The Chicago Bulls are focusing on trade talks with the New Orleans Pelicans and Houston Rockets. The Jazz, obviously they're expected to waive Lonzo Ball. It is not certain if Chris Paul will ever play in the NBA again, per James Charnia. Damn, it might be over. The Raptors, we already talked about that. The Klay Thompson remains a trade candidate for the Dallas Mavericks. Honestly, the Warriors are fucked anyways. Bring Klay back. Season's fucked anyways. But that's a few things from NBA Central. That's the rest of the NBA news so far today. I might do a separate video tonight if Giannis gets traded. We'll see, man. But let's move on to see if we have any baseball news here. The Red Sox have agreed to the baseball. The Red Sox have agreed to terms with free agent utility man Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Mike Clevenger is going to sign a minor league deal with the Pirates. The Pirates have emerged as an aggressive suitor for starting free agent starter Framber Valdez. The Pirates have expressed interest in free agent DH Marcell Ozuna. The Royals returns of Brandon Drury. The Blue Jays, they've also expressed some interest in Framber Valdez. It might be the Pirates and the Blue Jays, maybe. Carlos Santana to the D-backs. Might be it. Might be it for baseball here. So let's talk about some wrestling news standing off here. So, CM Punk claims that Roman Reigns cut the best promo of his career this week because he was in the ring with him on the McAfee show. Said, imagine that, in the ring with CM Punk, bring the best out of guys. He had heard that before. Sure, he's probably in character, but he isn't. He ain't wrong. He talked about his rivalry Roman Reigns had in WrestleMania 42. He said it's going to be a dick measuring contest. Pause. So, via PW Insider, there are 2 more WWE pay-per-views scheduled to take place in Saudi Arabia this year. A total of 3 pay-per-views in Saudi for 2026. And they really sold out, man. I'm so tired of these Saudi pay-per-views, man. Why don't you just move the company there since you want to have like 3 or 4 PLEs? WWE's already addicted to that money. Already addicted to it, man. Multi-billion-dollar company selling out. Kind of sad. All they care about is money. The fans have been loyal for decades. Now they're going to put WrestleMania over there. Shawn Michaels named Robert Stone as the interim NXT general manager. So that's who they're going to have as the interim general manager. Can you do William Regal? Joe Hendry is the new NXT champion. Won it on NXT. So AJ Styles is expected to be at WWE HQ this week. It's speculated that this could be a rate to record podcasts for the company. Pretty sure he's going to put all those rumors to bed. Nikki Bella believes that DB lacks star power in the men's division, and that too, Team Me will be retiring soon due to their age. I mean, wouldn't say wrong. It doesn't lack star power, but they need to build more stars. AEW is expected to make AJ Styles an offer should they be able to do so. However, as of right now, they are not. Source Fightful. Chelsea Green's kind of upset over the Michael Hayes comments. She's a little pissed off. She's pissed off and a little upset at the comments on WWE Unreal. WWE Unreal is more harm than good. This is just crazy. She's really talented. WWE just doesn't show it. It's almost like exposing all the backroom decision making was a bad idea. Like, she's really entertaining. WWE will probably make you think she isn't. Because if you give her time to shine, she can outshine all the top stars. Jump through here. I think that's all for the news, though. That's all we have here to talk about for the but yeah, that's all the news. Leave a like, subscribe for more until next time out. Peace.